Hi, I'm Charlie Mohn. I'm the Director of Product Innovation at Drivewyze.
And today I'd like to give you a quick demonstration of Drivewyze Safety Plus. We're really excited about this new service because it provides such an easy way for fleets to proactively prevent accidents anywhere on the road. There's so many different choices when it comes to picking the tools your fleet will use to manage safety programs. You might already have a driver coaching system in place or use in-cab technologies like dash cams or collision avoidance systems. But Safety Plus goes beyond what other safety solutions can do, and it makes it so easy to get proactive about driver safety. So let's just start with the basics. What exactly is Safety Plus? And the first answer to that is Safety Plus is an upgrade to the Drivewyze Safety Notifications solution. With Drivewyze Safety Notifications, drivers receive in-cab audible and visual site-specific messages at over 2,500 risk zones across North America, right on the embedded ELD display in their cab. And these alerts cover areas with a history of accidents and collisions like sharp curves on roads where rollovers can occur, or low bridges, and mountain corridors. So Safety Plus goes above and beyond those basic alerts with four main features: proactive speed alerts, parking alerts, custom zones, and safety insights. Let's dive into each one of these. With Safety Plus, you get access to a new set of advanced in-cab alerts, and the first of these are proactive speed alerts. We've mined citation and truck speed data to identify hotspots across the US where drivers need to slow down the most. When drivers enter a speed zone and they're above the speed limit, they'll be warned to reduce their speed. We've been testing these alerts, and they're proving to slow drivers down. In fact, we've seen a 27% reduction in speeding events. Also included in Safety Plus are parking availability alerts. Now, these alerts will warn drivers with real-time information about how many parking spaces are open at rest areas and other parking centers. We launched this in early 2020 in a couple states as the COVID pandemic hit and rest areas were closed, and we saw great popularity. So we expanded this to include 9 states across the Midwest, as well as Virginia. One of the most popular features in Drivewyze Safety Plus is custom safety zones. Custom safety zones make it really easy for you to proactively alert drivers within risky areas specific to your fleet. Not only can you alert drivers, you can also capture driving behavior to monitor how those drivers are reacting to the alerts. This is a really powerful way to determine who's complying with your fleet safety standards. Setting up custom zones is easily done through our online portal, the Drivewyze Hub. You can pick if you want to show an alert, analyze driving behavior, or do both. And then you can identify a location where you want the alert to appear. You place an alert geofence in the specific location and direction of travel where you want that alert to be shown. Next, you locate where you want to capture driving behavior. So if this is a speed zone, you might set this half mile down the road, or if it's a curve, place it right on the curve. And finally, you can customize the driver message for that specific location with a clear, readable title and a more detailed message to assist drivers with instructions like a target speed or an alternate route. And that's it. Once you publish the zone, they can distribute it to drivers within an hour. Safety Plus not only lets you stay proactive with in-cab alerts, it also lets you understand how drivers are behaving in all types of risk zones, whether that's custom zones or our standard curated risk zones. So the Risk Zone Insights dashboard can be accessed through our online portal, Drivewyze Hub. And don't worry, if you have your own coaching or analytics platform, you can also use our Insights APIs to incorporate the same data that you see here back into your existing systems. So let me just walk through the different components of the Risk Zone Insights and how you might use it at your fleet. So in the fleet overview section, you can see how many vehicles are subscribed. You can see at a fleet level what your speeding incident percentage is. This metric's really important. It tells you of all the events where drivers are going through risk zones, how often are they speeding, at least 5 miles an hour over the speed limit. That same metric we look at by zone type. So you can see for high rollover zones, for example, or speed zones or steep grades, how often are drivers going over the posted speed limit. You can also track that performance over time to see if the alerts that you've put in place are working. And then ultimately, you can see performance at a vehicle or driver level by looking at our high risk or low risk performers. This widget shows you which vehicles you might need to go drill into the detail to identify opportunities for coaching. So for example, I'm going to click on this guy right here, and I can see for the past month, this driver's had 6 risky visits, and of all 6 visits, his total speeding incident was 83%. This is definitely a driver I'd want to go talk to. And what I might do is take one of these events, for example, this West Virginia curve, which is a rollover event, and I can drill in and see the actual event breadcrumb map of how fast he was driving through that curve. Now, this is a great tool to bring back to that driver and coach him on how to improve his performance. And in this case, the posted speed limit's 55 miles an hour, but you can see he was going 67 miles an hour in the risk zone. Going back up, we can go up to a vehicle summary where we can see a list of all vehicles and their alerts. We can filter this for specific zones. So maybe you're really interested in speed zones, and you can filter that to even events that are just over a critical speed limit. So maybe 15 miles an hour over the posted speed limit. So you can really hone in on excessive events. The risk zone summary view gives you a sense of which locations across the US and Canada are causing the most problems from a risk perspective for your fleet. So this might be a tool you can use to identify routes that are dangerous or areas where you need some more training with drivers. So you can also filter really any view by date range, going back 90 days or beyond. You can filter by zone type, specific states, severity, and you can also look at specific custom zones. Don't forget, you can also set up custom zones where you just analyze driving behavior without showing drivers alerts. So maybe you have a hunch about areas where you think drivers might be behaving poorly. You can set up that zone, analyze it here, and then decide if you want to show an alert or not. So in summary, what customers love about Safety Plus Insights is that coaching is really easier when you're talking about events and known risk zones. You can identify the riskiest drivers and focus your manual efforts just on those drivers. Ultimately, we view Safety Plus as the smart way to approach driver coaching. It's a combination of in-cab proactive driving alerts and the back office risk zone insights. So you understand driving behavior after events, but also help prevent dangerous behavior from even happening.
For more information or to get started with Drivewyze Safety Plus, just visit us at drivewyze.com.